With the rising popularity on rhythm games such as Clone Hero and YARG, a lot of people are now getting into it but don't know how to actually add songs. So in this video, I'm going to keep it nice and short. I'm going to show you how to find songs, how to download them, and also how to add them to YARG. And it's exactly the same process on Clone Hero. However, on Clone Hero, it's specific files that you need. So first of all, make sure you've got YARG installed. You can get it online. It's called Yet Another Rhythm Game. And to actually find the songs, all you're going to do is go to one of these two websites. These are the ones that I use. This one here is Rhythmverse. Make sure you go to games and select YARG. YARG does have more files as well than Clone Hero, but Clone Hero songs also work on YARG. So you can go to here, or you can go to Chorus Encore, and you can also download their app, which is called Bridge. Very, very, very great app. Now, once you download these, you're going to want to make a specific folder on your PC. So here you can see I have Clone Hero songs, and just make sure that anytime you download a song, it goes to this file. So when you download it, make sure you extract it and then move it to this file. And as you can see here, I have thousands of songs. Most of these work on Clone Hero, but some of them don't, but they all work on YARG, as YARG supports more types of files. So once you've actually got those downloaded, all you're going to want to do is go to YARG, and then once you're in here, head to settings, go to songs. You're going to add the actual folder. So you'll just browse, you'll find this folder, which is Clone Hero songs, and then just select that folder. And then once you've done that, you'll just press scan songs. As you can see, it scans the folders and sees which songs actually work. As you can see, there's a couple of errors there, but some of those will happen more often on Clone Hero. But Clone Hero is the exact same process. You'll go to the settings, you'll go to songs, select the file, and then put them onto there. What I would recommend is if you download them from Bridge, they always will work. But if you download them from Rhythmverse, sometimes, even though you download them individually, sometimes they don't actually work. And I have had a case in time where all my files were corrupt and none of them worked on YARG, but they did still work on Clone Hero. So I had to go through and manually delete some of the songs, find out which ones it actually were that were corrupt, and then delete them. So I would recommend downloading them in maybe a couple at a time in a batch, and then scanning them to make sure they actually work, because you don't want to run into that problem. Say you've downloaded like 100, 200 songs, and then you've got to go back and go through them all and figure out which ones have corrupted the folder. So it's that simple. As you can see, I've got 1,300 songs on Bridge, the actual app. I'll show you here. It's very, very easy to actually add them. You'll literally open Bridge, you'll type in a song that you want, like Hail to the King, for example. And then you've got all of these versions here. You literally just click one and then you press download, or you can download them all and make sure you press download 25 results, because too many times I've pressed download here and it's only actually downloaded that one song, and then I'm 5 songs ahead or specific artists, and I'm like, oh, who was that? Who's the artist that I was downloading songs of? So make sure you press it at the bottom here and don't run into the problem that I had. However, with Rhythmverse, you'll go to download a song. Sometimes it'll automatically download. Sometimes it will take you to a Google Drive, or it'll take you to an actual set list that someone has, multiple songs on there. And again, you do have to download them individually, unless it's actually a OneDrive file, which you can download them all at the same time. So just keep that in mind when doing it. Sometimes it's a lot quicker to download songs. Sometimes it's a lot longer and a bit more of a process. And just bear in mind as well, quite a lot of songs that you'll find, maybe on Fortnite Festival or just that you hear, won't have been charted yet. And if you do go to Reddit, you can find charters and you can pay people to chart songs that you want. Completely up to you if you do that, but there's a large array of songs and you'll never get bored. But again, like I mentioned earlier, YARG does support nearly twice as many song files. I believe it's 150,000 or something close to that on Rhythmverse, whereas YARG is, I believe, 75 to 80,000. So again, just bear that in mind. YARG is kind of like a rock band clone, whereas Clone Hero is more of the Guitar Hero, but you can change all these settings, lane length, speed, all that kind of stuff in these, and they are both very, very good. Clone Hero, you have leaderboards on there now. If you are a beta tester, which you can get on their Discord. YARG don't yet have multiplayer, but I imagine it will be coming soon. But both are good for certain things, but overall both are still amazing games. So with that said, that's how to do it. grab yourself a nice guitar. The one that I use is the CRKD. Definitely recommend this guitar. Don't go for something cheaper. Unless you get yourself a custom, but I would definitely spend the money on this. I did have a Riff Master. It's a lot longer, it's a lot more clunky, the buttons aren't as nice, and the actual CRKD does come with an app as well, where you can actually, you know, change the whammy bar settings and the sensitivity of the actual strum bar as well. So I hope that video helped and went through everything that you'd need to know to actually do this. If you do have any questions as well, drop them below. I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to these two games. I've only been playing them for about a month or two, but I can always ask one of my friends or one of the community Discord, you know, how to do a certain thing on there. But yeah, I hope this video helped. Make sure to subscribe and drop a comment if you have any more videos for me to do, and I'll get on them. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.